back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M44, it's the Tier 6 American SPG. This one's located on the northeast corner of Outpost and it's under the command of 15 JG52 Bravo Raktar. And he's got 2 marks of excellence and going for his 3rd. Game on. Well, this player is very well known in the M44, and the thing is that in order for us to watch this video, I'm going to have to take control of the camera for some of the shots because he's got an unusual technique, and that technique involves actually zooming in and zooming out as well as moving directly after he fires at the enemy. Okay, so he's having a look down the other end at the moment along the main street right in the middle of the town. The enemy tanks normally turn up on that corner near the tower. He's got a 155mm howitzer capable of 500 alpha and penetrating 39mm of armor, and the first tank that comes in his direction is a baguette. I don't think that one hit the target, but we will run it again just to make sure. I'll just zoom back. I think most people say, yeah, it's perfectly okay for us to run the camera back, because after all we want to see what happens to the shells. And there we go, it's a baguette. He fires the round in and it lands well short of the target, and we can see that he's now moving to a new firing position, and the next target turns out to be the baguette. But in fact actually he's changed his mind, because there's another enemy over here. It's a Hellcat. He's just dialing in on target. Rounds out. Looks good. Oh, and RNG says no, and it hits the roof of that building. Now, that's one of my petty gripes, actually, really, to be honest. Buildings like that should be demolished if they get hit by one of these 155mm shells. They should absolutely flatten them, but for some reason, Wargaming won't allow that. They have indestructible buildings in the game. Well, I feel that nothing should be indestructible in this game. Okay, he's found some targets to the north, and he's looking at a Striv 74, but at the moment he's actually way too close to that SMVCC. He fires at the Striv, and yes, he does get some damage. This time 146 and 2 critical hits, so that was a worthwhile shot, and the Striv has gone down. Next target is an IS. His reload time has gone up to 25.89 by the book, but in fact he's showing 21 seconds. Now he fired that one in. Let's have a quick look at that one again, because it was so quick we didn't get a chance to see where the shell went. But okay, there it is, the IS. So we're controlling the camera now. He's loaded. Rounds out. Oh, now direct hit on that IS. Now, would it have damaged the SMV? I'm not sure it did. I think he stunned it, but the T-52 is now taking the advantage, and he's actually putting rounds into the IS. And so, yes, 15JG52 is actually getting stun assist off that one. And another direct hit, 219 this time, more stun assist, and the target's killed. Unfortunately, the SMVCC-56 did take some damage during that action, but I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. Okay, E25 over to this corner. He thinks he's somewhere in that bush. Rounds out. Well, it landed where he was. Pretty sure he did pull back from that position, though. Okay, we're looking around for his next target. He's found one. Oh, a VK-2801-105. He was about to use that as his next target, but the enemy got wiped out. He's now going to go for the T-3485M. It was again on target where the target was seen, and we can see that our other teammate in the other RT, which is a Lorraine 155, a Crusader 15550, 15550. What am I saying? It was a Crusader 5.5 inch. Oh, we got a direct hit there. Now that was on an enemy tank over in that corner. I think it was a Hellcat. Or was it the E25? It wasn't him who got the kill, but... Okay, rounds out the Tiger. Again, we missed out on the shot itself, but we'll have a look back to see exactly what he did. Okay, he's following the E25. The E25's changed position. And there's the Tiger 1. He's just hiding on that corner. Okay, controlling the camera now. Rounds out just as the Tiger 1 comes forward. And it damages his tracks. Oh, but the Crusader did get a direct hit on the target. So the other Arty on our team, as well as the Crusader, is an S51. Okay, now it's almost loaded. He fires into that corner again. I think that's where the T-3485M was. And now we're looking at the Tiger 1's got a T-43 behind him. But I think he was more interested in the M12 and the Lorraine 15550 at the other end of the map. And yeah, I think they've been spotted. So we know they're there. He's going to have another go, I think, at them. He hasn't fired. In fact, actually, he's changing his aim towards the VK that's over here. He's hoping his teammates will spot that guy for him. And he's aiming at these bushes now. We can't see the enemy tanks. The VK's over there. The Arty might have made a better target for the moment, even if it was just a blind shot. I think he possibly would have got another shot in. Oh, and we just saw the tracer from the enemy Arty coming out from that corner. And there's the Skoda. Rounds out. Just zips over the top of him. Now, there's 3 enemy Arty, a Lorraine 15550, an M12, and the other one's an AMX-13 F3. One of them's moved forwards with the enemy team. Is actually following them around. And he's now going to follow that VK-3002D. Lining him up. Rounds out. It was just a little way behind the guy. So the other enemy tanks have now come into sight. And unfortunately, we just lost one of our teammates. But their Skoda T25 got our Hellcat. Okay, he's looking to hit this VK-3002. A little way behind. It's quite a long way behind, actually. He's still going for the VK, and there's 2 tanks there now, so he should be able to hit both at the same time. And there's the AMX-13 F3, and he must have been using the stock gun for moving forwards. Well, he did get a near miss on the T-3485M. Okay, lining up the shot to try and get 2 at once, if he can do this. Okay, he's lined up, rounds out. Yeah, I think that would have damaged at least one of them. Now, our guys aren't that great at spotting at the moment. In fact, the enemy Arty has been found, and yeah, their M12's about to die. In fact, it's our Crusader who's driven all the way up the other end of the map, and he's the one who's attacking the enemy Arty. Rounds out the VK. A nice hit. Yep, that was close. 136 hit points of damage. He's doing the inny-outy thing now, so I'm going to have to take control of the camera. Going for the M12. The M12 actually did try to defend himself by shotgunning the Crusader, but he's about to die now. And we're going to follow the camera, I think. No, we missed it. I'm trying to get the camera onto the target so we can actually see what he's doing. He's now going for the VK again and the T-3485M, almost loaded. I'd say move back to the other one. Move back to the T-34, but he's looking where his teammate's looking. Got the VK. Rounds out. We lose the Type 58, but Arty from both ends of the map are firing in at the same time. The enemy lost their M12. We're now trying to follow where the aim is. I think it's on the VK3002. The annoying thing is we've lost all of our tanks in this game. All of them got wiped out, so it's now down to the Arty to save the day. Now 15JG52 has actually decided he's going to go around the other side of the map, head to the north, and then cut straight across to the west. No, he's decided to stop here and try and take out the T-3485M as he comes in to try and kill our Crusader. We're lined up. This could be a splash kill. Rounds out. Well, he didn't get the kill. I think we can run that one back again just to see how close the shell was. Okay, he gets to a position where he can shoot. There's the Crusader, T-3485M the other side, but it's the VK I think he has eyes on. Lines it up. Rounds out. Well, it was where he was. It did land where the VK was seen. And there they are again. Okay, so he's almost loaded, 2/3. We lose the Crusader, but he might take out one of them because he did take some damage off the VK. He's down to just 2 hit points. Rounds out. No kill. Okay, so it looks like it's going to have to be by shotgun from now on. Now, he could get to an ambush position, spot the enemy tanks, and then let the S51 get the kill, or he could try and get close to the enemy and shotgun them at close range. And the good thing is that with his 155mm, he is capable of wiping out the enemy tanks, even if the shell lands next to them, because it does have a fairly good alpha. 500 alpha means he can get 250 off a splash. The S51's still near our cap. If the enemy tanks get spotted by the S51, then 15JG52 can actually do something about it from this end of the map. Now, will we get spotted? Will Sixth Sense go off? View range is still only 265 meters. So we do have to get fairly close. And oh, the S51 just got taken out. And it was only the T-3485M who found him. Okay, so he can see where he is. He's dialing in. He's going to try. Rounds out. Oh, he got him! He took out the T-3485M, and it was actually the other tank. It's the VK that's only got 2 hit points. So he just took out the one who actually had the most hit points. So he could still win this one if he can tempt the enemy the enemy tank, the VK, to come close to him. Now the VK is probably going to know that he's in one of the bushes. The question is, which one has he gone into? He'll probably fire at both bushes, but when he does fire, that might give away his position. And then 15JG52 can get a shotgun on him. He might try to aim it in. He's got his rear end hanging out the rear of that bush. But if the enemy is the other side, then he's going to know and see him. We don't know which direction he's coming from. He's coming from the other side. He was behind us. Oh, and he's just hit us. We're aiming. Rounds out. Yes! That was a good shot. That was a good shot. He held his fire until it was almost impossible for the guy to miss, and did it. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first-class tanker for 15JG52 Bayraktar in the M44. But it wasn't just any old game. That was the game he got his 3rd mark of excellence. Congratulations. He also got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In that game, he got 8. So very well done. His win rate was only 2,256, not Unicum standard. but it's still very, very, very good indeed. And yes, he got the mark, and he won the game for his team against 2 medium tanks as well. In fact, it was 1 against 2 at one point, but he took out that T-3485M with a blind shot, and then dealt with the VK as soon as the VK came to the cap to try and find him. It was a bit of a surprise that he was behind him, because he kind of thought that he was the other side, waiting near the cap area, but no, he actually did try to go over to our cap and then decided he had to come back and get the reset, and in doing so he gave away his position, and there was the kill that won the game. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the T43 on their team. He got 1,912. That wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, so he didn't get a high caliber. Second highest damage went to the Lorraine 15550 on the enemy team with 1,872. And the third highest damage went to one of the Italian tank destroyers. I think it's the SMV-CC56, who got 1,620 hit points. And we can see that 15JG52 got 1,127 out of that game, which puts him quite a long way down the table, because this, let's have a look. Actually, is it 5 or 6? No, it's 5 enemy players are above him on damage and 3 on his own team. So he's actually in 9th place on damage in the game, but he got a 3rd mark out of it because he's the only player left alive. When it came to kills, he shared 2nd spot because the T-3485M and the VK both got 3 kills, and so did their M12. 2 kills went to the Lorraine 15550 on the enemy team, and also to the T43, the SMV-CC56, the KV-1S, and the Crusader SP, as well as 15JG52 per hour in his M44. And when it came to base XP, it's the T43 it did the best with 962. 15JG managed to get 774, and 724 went to the SMV-CC56. He fired 22 rounds in that game, got 5 direct hits on the enemy, but no penetrations at all. Yeah, the penetration on this Arty is only 39mm, and although that was a tier 7 game with tier 6 tanks in it, he should have been able to penetrate some of the tier 6 vehicles if the shells actually hit them on the roofs. It's very likely that some of those shells actually hit the sides of the vehicle when they actually have slightly heavier armor, and that's why he didn't get any pens. But he did get 17 splashes on the enemy, 1,127 hit points of damage, of which 1,125 were at more than 300 meters. The close shot was the last enemy, the VK3002D, and it was only 2 hit points because he left the guy on 2. He actually hit him once before. It was a blind shot, if you recall, and did damage him. That was the one where he was pulling back behind the building after he was going after the Crusader SP. And we didn't see where the VK was as he was pulling back, but he landed the shell where he was last seen, and it must have taken him all the way down to 2 hit points, made him an easy kill right for the end. He did receive 1 hit. It was from that VK. He did get hit, but he also received 1 hit by way of splash damage as well. 6 enemy vehicles were damaged, 2 were killed, and 231 hit points of damage assistance, plus 564 hit points of stun assist of 9 stuns. And he got 12 capture points in the cap right at the end of the game after he killed the VK. 32,972 credits from the game, 96,486 for completing a mission and events, 129,458 credits altogether, and after repair and ammunition, resupply and consumables, he took away a profit of 107,506 credits. 1,161 XP times 2 for the first victory, same again for completing a mission, and 3,483 experience points altogether. He says this one was 3rd MOE, Grumpy Arty players players can carry. Yes, I was reading that wrong. Grumpy Arty players can carry. Yes, they certainly can. And he did carry his team there, and he got a just reward for it as well with his 3rd mark. So well done. Congratulations to 15JG52 Barawa Bayraktar for winning that game for his team and doing it in such a spectacular fashion as well, chipping away at the enemy bit by bit. He does have an unusual style. He can bob in and out that makes some people a bit vertigo and room sick and not room sick, is not the wrong word. It can make you motion sick if you do watch his replays sometimes, but he does get the results in the end. So congratulations for a great carry. I hope you enjoyed that battle. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.